Welcome back, everyone, and obviously we are in a bear market. We've talked about this a couple times over the last couple weeks, people panicking, selling all this stuff, and obviously the last week we haven't done many videos on crypto in general just because they just got so repetitive. The up and downs and people always panicking and asking the same questions that they did the week before, and the week before, and the week before. But now we're going to go over a few things from the co-founder of Ethereum. There's some other news articles about Bitcoin actually really hitting the winter, and it might not come out until 2024, 2025, which I'm here to tell you about the good things about this bear market. Obviously, we're going to look at those two articles, and obviously there's regulation incoming, the Biden administration with the executive order that's coming up. The SEC is going to have some input, and there's going to be a new government agency just on crypto. And those things, according to Kevin O'Leary, are actually good news because we cannot climb over $100,000 for Bitcoin and drag up all the alt projects and the altcoins and everything without some regulation. Most of these big investors that want to invest, and even with Kevin O'Leary, as he said, there needs to be some regulation for us before they can dump some serious money. So until that happens, we're going to be a little bit choppy, but, it's going to be the bear market because in the short term, regulation news is bad for the market, just people react really poorly, but long term it's great. But first, the article here on Business Insider. Ethereum co-founder says crypto builders would welcome a bear market as it would clear out less viable apps. And I completely agree with him, completely 100%. I mean, we've covered a few of them the last couple weeks. There's just every day there's like 5 or 6, 7 new coins and new projects which do the exact same thing as the other ones from last year, and it's just so many people are trying to catch on with, and they're still using these meme names like doge or safemoon and stuff like that. So this bear market will actually help clear out some of those scam coins. Someone's just so many repetitive things. There's just so many of them, like hundreds, and now it's getting up to the thousands. We don't need that. And obviously we know one sector that is going to skyrocket and go out of control, which would be the actual gaming sector. Obviously, everything that's on the market right now for NFT gaming and everything is pretty bad. There's some new projects I covered and I looked at, and you look at their LinkedIns and they're just crap. Looks like they copied an N64 game, barely, and they're trying to push it out. Now we have one that we cover here that is fantastic, nice open world, and it's being built out correctly. And there's another one that's pretty good too that we've covered on here as well. We'll go over that in a different video, but all of the other ones I see, no thank you. But again, he also says it's flipped from being niche to mainstream financial market. You guys can look at this article on Market Insider. Obviously, I completely agree with him. And also with NFTs, I bet you're going to see a lot of money into NFTs as well, but the price of Ethereum could go down even more. I know we're hanging around 2,600, 2,500, then we somehow go up to 2,700, but a lot of people on this channel and other channels and just other groups that I'm in, some other day trading groups that I'm into that have also been watching Ethereum, and they're all saying $1,000 by the summertime. I would love to believe it. That's a very hot take, but it could happen, especially if this bear market really goes into full effect and we start seeing some sell-offs and some big money leaving to go into something else until, for another year or so. We could see some drops. But again, here's another article on Market Insider from 6 hours ago. And this comes from Doge, who is, I believe, a co-founder of a crypto exchange. Now he's going on the halving, and basically estimates. Basically, Bitcoin halves every 4 years. And so do a few other coins now as well that are still proof of work mining. Obviously, mostly every single project and coin coming out the last 2 years is proof of stake because it's just easy to make a coin, a token, and do a pre-sale and get it out there. So that's where the Ethereum co-founders' idea that the bear market will help clear out some of those useless projects, which I completely agree. But he's saying the next bull cycle is unlikely to come until 2025. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors, war with all the old Soviet Union countries, EMPs, there's so much things. We can't even factor those in, it would take forever. But the one big if is If we do get the regulation this year and some other stuff like Kevin and Larry said, and all these other things, you're going to see a lot of institutions and a lot of funds and everything. They're going to start dumping more money into Bitcoin. I mean, right now you only have a few big ones, and just, you know, some funds are just playing around with, you know, adding a couple $1 million here and there. But, you know, 99.9% of their money is still going into stocks and funds and bonds and whatever else. But once we get some regulation, money could flow to Bitcoin, so we could see a bull run, or we could see just, you know, slow climb up, you know, and just be choppy. But, you know, we shouldn't see a big drop if the regulation happens. So regulation could really help. But, you know, this article says 2024, 2025 as well. You look at the charts here. No, I do not want any whatever. And as you can see, at 3 a.m. on my time zone, there was a huge Ethereum sell-off, like ginormous. Look at that. Look how big that red candle is down there. Last time we had some sell-off that big was January 21st. So exactly a month. Look at that. Look at that. 1 month. Actually, can you guys see it? Oh, you guys can see it. 1 second. Let me bring this up here. See that? Look at those two red candles down there. Look at that big volume sell-off. And Bitcoin didn't really have. I mean, so Bitcoin let me move this up. Last time it had crazy volumes was over here, January 21st, whatever. So these price drops over here have not really been crazy volumes. Not at all. So it's kind of good and bad there. Shiba has been going down again. I know a lot of you are holding Shiba. I bought some Shiba when it dropped. I don't know, a couple days, weeks, maybe not over a week ago or so, around this range. So maybe I'll buy some more coming up just to add. You know, I go back and forth with Shiba. Either I'm bullish or I'm bearish. Obviously, because I had bought Shiba when it still had another zero here. Actually, when I bought Shiba, this too was a zero, and it was 595, 596. So that's when I had bought Shiba in the summertime. So that's why I'm up and down with it. But I bought a little bit more. Maybe I'll buy some more at the end of this week or next week. We'll see. And we'll see what happens with that. But again, you know, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, big sell-off here. Again, you know, if we see some more sell-offs again and we crack under 2 grand again, I don't know if it's going to come back up. But it's affecting all the alt projects, all the altcoins. Again, you're going to see a lot of, if you're invested in a coin, I don't care what it is, look it up, whatever its usage is, and then look up all of its competitors and compare them all. Don't go by what somebody on Telegram says or what somebody on Facebook says or the memes say. Look at the coin's usage, the team, and everything. So if you got coin A is popular because it's going to be used between these two, level 1 and 2, so then look at all the other ones that are with it and compare them and see which is good to have, because all of those are not going to survive the year. A lot of those projects are just going to disappear, crash and burn. You're going to see websites start scrubbing off their teammates or whatever, and then you won't hear anything. It'll be silence. And then you'll just see a huge drop in price because they'll probably unload it, whoever the developers are or whoever really owns most of the big positions, and you'll get stuck with some coins. So you're going to see a lot of carpet pulls, rug pulls, whatever the hell you want to call them, on a lot of coins. So you got to be careful. So if you still want to invest in coins, go on Voyager, go on any kind of exchange and see what they're offering for APY, whatever, for the year and your percentage duration. Just buy those. Matic, Algo. I know some people have been buying Polkadot. I haven't really done too much research into Polkadot, so don't quote me. But I know a few people have been buying Polkadot just because they've gotten, one exchange is offering 12% a year on it. So they're like, well, 12% is really good. I'll just put like a couple $1,000 into it. Kind of a no-brainer, because you get it every month. So it keeps adding up. See? Same with Matic on a few exchanges as well. CKB as well. I should know this because I own quite a lot of it. Ooh, wow, it's gotten ugly for CKB. Actually, it's not gotten ugly. This is great. I can buy a lot more. It's at penny and 2/10. Okay, not bad. Bear market again. Alright guys, we can go on and on and on for hours with this. So let me know what you're doing, let me know what you think. I know there's going to be a lot of people calling scam and this and that, and they're going to be selling their coins. And if you listen to the end of this, just let me know what you guys are buying and selling, or what your plans are. Because you now need to make plans not to say when moon for my Lamborghini that you're going to probably crash into a tree. That's a given. We know that. What are your plans for 12 to 36 months? That's what you're going to do now. You're going to be planning out for 12 to 36 months for returns, not overnight. Believe that is fully gone. Obviously, if you still own the doggy coin, the doge coin, that you should get rid of. That is a useless project. That project will probably go under a penny. I do not doubt that. That product could really die off this year. That's a hot take. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.